All right. Here you go. Your warning. Warning? No. Admonition? No, that sounds...
I like admonition. That's pretty good.
Plea. Your plea.
Plea.
Our plea.
Plea sounds... Our plaintive plea.
Our plaintive plea. Poor boo.
Maybe we should...
Never mind. Listen, do me a favor. Would you please, you, your friends, your family, the dog, like, subscribe, and or follow. This is True Really News at Castro, Radio Public, and Odyssey. Thank you for your support.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
So I want you to think back about a week or so when you suggested my siblings would have nothing to do with me and my mother hired actors to pretend they were my family.
Yes.
Remember this?
I've mentioned that to you several times. And actually the actors union has said, shh.
We're under strict orders. This is a case of truth being stranger than fiction.
Fiction than stranger?
Yes. Some time ago, Cheng Chonggong from Xianyang, China, died of lung cancer at 69 years of age. Her daughter, Cheng Jing, was concerned her frail grandmother would take the loss of her only child poorly. So she did the only thing left to her and hired a fake mom.
I'm sorry?
The fake mom sounded a bit like the real mom and simply told grandma she had a cold.
Well, hang on. Granddaughter loses mom to protect grandma, hires actor to portray mom. I am suddenly feeling so normal.
After some resistance, the ruse worked. It carried on for 13 years until grandma died just after her 100th birthday.
Good on you, Granny.
Well, they did it all on the phone, and the mom would make up excuses why she couldn't be there, including heart surgery. But here's the twist. It was the mom who initially recorded messages to grandma that could be played over the phone to ensure grandma wouldn't know she died. And when those ran out, the daughter bought a new mom.
Hired the actor.
There's hope. I'm going to give this a shot.
There is something deeply strange.
I'm going to get into my studio and I am going to record things for my siblings from my mother. And I'll be telling them things like, you should be nicer to Scott and you should send Scott money. Maybe you should cook for Scott. What do you think?
Well, hell of an idea, but I think they already know that your mom has died.
Oh, shoot. That's probably
now,
true. Yeah.
If you want to get them still, you could pretend like she's haunting them.
There we go. Ooh, give Scott some money and food, or I shall haunt you a second time.
And I don't know how you do it. I honestly don't.
Just do your story.
If he's holding you as a hostage, just blink twice. I don't know if this should be more of a King Kong thing or a Hunchback of Notre Dame thing. Los Angeles, July 7th, because here in America, we like to put our own spin on things.
Of course we do.
An as yet unidentified man climbed atop St. Mary's Catholic Church bell tower and
Did he have a
set
hump?
fire to the cross.
What?
So picture this. You're climbing a very large height to burn a cross. First of all, from what I've heard, they should be burned on front lawns.
Aren't you cute?
I'm not being racist. That's just how it's done.
I understand.
In the manual, they always, because if you put it way up there, for one thing, nobody's going to look. So he sets the cross on fire and then eludes police, jumping from roof to roof and rappelling down buildings.
I ask again, does he have a hump?
Apparently he's Spider-Man.
No.
With a hump. The humpback of Los Angeles.
Doesn't sound quite right, does it?
Well, hang on. The man was shirtless. and missing one sock. Used wires above the area to climb up buildings. Police finally caught up with him, and he was, oddly enough, transferred to a local hospital.
You think?
I'm guessing the room walls were very soft. I'd hope they were very soft.
And the music was gentle.
And kind. And there was that jacket with the arms that tied in the back.
The psychotic seagulls of the British seaside have struck again.
Okay, we've had psychotic seagulls. We had a guy throttle a seagull.
Yeah.
All right. And that's illegal.
Yep. Thank you, Patrick, by the way. What? Yeah. Holy cow.
Okay, go ahead.
A young man identified only as Matthew was just taking a bite of his recently procured KFC chicken wrap. You can actually see the expectation of a delicious snack on his face when a seagull swooped and pulled it right out of Matthew's mouth. Now, the gull only
grab it and throttle it till it let go?
Well, I was hoping. The gull only got a bit of the aforementioned snack, and Matthew was unable to grab it, which is just as well because, as we've learned, it's illegal to harm the little sky pirates. And
what if you shoot them in the head and they can't testify?
I think somebody's going to be attracted by the noise. I'm going to put a link to the actual video down below. And you could go actually watch it happen in slow motion. It's hilarious.
About 400 couples gathered over the first weekend in July in Lincolnshire, England, to celebrate seagulls.
They did not.
They did not, but I really wish they would have. There were activities and entertainment all weekend long. That
you know what just occurred to me?
Nothing?
The guy who throttled the seagull must have been part of the Pigeon Coalition and was getting back at it for the killing and eating of pigeons by seagulls. It was the gang thing.
He was a part of Thrush.
Oh, my.
Google it.
There you go.
Where was I? 400
I have no idea.
Here we go. 400 couples, Lincolnshire, England, first week in July for activities that included an adult bouncy castle, a cigar lounge, play pigeon shooting, an outdoor theater, not to mention a wet t-shirt competition, a Mr. and Mrs. Swing-a-thon contest, and fetish demonstrations. The festival is promoted to swinging couples. See, now there's one of those things in my head I have a hard time wrapping my head around, because how do you broach that conversation? So dear.
How'd you like to get naked with a bunch of people you don't know?
What do you say I'm not seeing that going well no matter how I phrase it.
No.
Anyway, Fab Swingers did the promotion, an app that brings together interested parties, according to Metro News.
Well, one would think, I'm not interested in that. Let's go.
Honey, pack up. I'm not interested in this, but we're going. Guests enjoy 4-person luxury yurts. 4-person?
Oh, boy, yurts.
The yurts come with a hot tub. Billed to the local council, it's a private camping club. I'll bet it is.
It better be.
The neighbors, well, okay, first of all, they're British, okay, so I'm not really surprised. Neighbors were mostly unfazed. Right. I would be the first to call the police if it was disturbing me, but if it floats their boat, then let them get on with it, one said.
Right. If they aren't bothering me, I'm pretty much going to just meander on with my life.
If they bother me, would it be illegal to throttle them?
Probably. Probably.
Never mind. So, honey, what are you doing this weekend?
You want to check out a bouncy castle?
By the way, if I'm missing for several days, check the backyard by the bowling balls.
For the bouncy castle?
Because I apparently brought this up and
now you're dead.
I'm not going to care anymore, but
this is true, really news. Send email to TiTR@netradio.network.